The biggest coffee chain in the world, Starbucks, would ban Bruce Springsteen from selling his music in their shops almost 2 decades ago. While Springsteen is pretty political, I always thought Starbucks and himself would end up on the same side, but not this time. That's what we're going to explore in today's video. In the spring of 2005, Bruce Springsteen released his 13th studio record, Devils and Dust, and the coffee chain Starbucks took issue with the lyrical content on the album. They would ban it from their entertainment and retail stores. The track that the coffee chain took issue with was called Reno. The song's lyrical content dealt with a prostitute who carried out various acts of sex. The song Long Time Comin' sees Springsteen also use the F word. The album would be slapped with an explicit lyrics tag, with the coffee chain issuing a statement that read, "There were a number of factors involved. The lyrics was one of the factors, but not the only reason. While we agreed that the lyrics to Reno did warrant an advisory, a variety of factors contributed to our decision not to carry the album in all of our retail locations." Starbucks identified scheduling as another reason for the chain not carrying the album, and Starbucks at the time had their own record label named Hear Music, and one of their artists named Antigone Rising was releasing an album around the same time as Bruce Springsteen was, called From the Ground Up. The irony of the whole thing is that at the same time all of this was going on, Starbucks had signed an exclusive deal to sell the 10th anniversary edition of Alanis Morissette's record, Jagged Little Pill, which contained lewd lyrics. Remember the single You Oughta Know? In a strange twist, Walmart, which refused to carry Jagged Little Pill, did sell Bruce Springsteen's new album at the time. While Springsteen and his label Columbia Records didn't publicly comment on the matter with Starbucks, anonymous sources would claim to Newsweek that the coffee chain originally wanted to do a promotional tie-in with the Boss that prominently featured the Starbucks logo. The Boss had no interest in pursuing such an agreement, and he really wasn't a fan of big promotional tie-ins. Despite a promotional deal not being worked out with a coffee chain, Starbucks was planning on selling Springsteen's album, but backed out after hearing the track Reno. Following the whole dust-up, Starbucks would issue a statement that read, "We have a great respect for Bruce Springsteen and for Sony. We're confident that we'll have the opportunity to work together in the future." Some thought that the move would hurt Bruce Springsteen's album sales. In fact, Starbucks was becoming a major player in music, as the chain was responsible for a quarter of all sales by the late Ray Charles' final album, Genius Loves Company, which sold about 3 million copies across the US. The move would result in thousands of Starbucks shops not carrying the album. In a strange move though, there would be 2 shops that would carry Springsteen's album. There would be a Starbucks store in Berkeley and another in Santa Monica that were part of their Hear Music specialty stores. Despite Starbucks opting not to carry the album in most of their stores, the move really had little impact on album sales, as Devils and Dust would top the Billboard charts and be certified platinum in America, selling over 1 million copies. Springsteen would also receive 5 Grammy nominations for the record. Not too long after the incident with Starbucks happened, at a concert at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia, Springsteen would introduce the song Reno by joking the album would be available at, and I quote, Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme stores everywhere. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again on Rock and Roll True Stories. Take care.